Mic check, mic check. Are we live yet? And we are live. Alright, so we're gonna do part 2 again. I didn't want to do another, what do you call it? Another test because, well, I just wanted to do another video here. Let me just fix a few things. Allow me a second, please. I want to add the chat back into OBS. View, doc. Let's see, custom browser doc, YouTube chat. This, apply, close. Reset UI. How do I put the doc up there? YouTube chat. There we go. Alright, YouTube chat is there. Let's get on to the screen grab real quick. Let me just make an announcement on the YouTube channel. Give me a second, please. Copy. Discord. We are live for more deck building and testing in ranked. Everyone. Here's the link. Send now. Okay, that's done. Alright, so one of the things I kind of want to do right now is to kind of just go over the deck list that we're currently using. So let's see what we got. No nonsense. So one of the things one of the guys in the Discord pointed out was that bestials are pretty much splashed in every single deck. So our problem right now is cards like Lamia, for example. And then also we have issues with, what do you call it? Let's see here, where's Lamia? So we're gonna try ditching, not Lamia, Typhon. We're gonna try ditching Typhon, and then we're also gonna try ditching Lamia too. They're gonna be graveyard cards. What up, BTXY? Actually want to try something thanks to you. I just saw one of your replays. What up, Epic Legend? Thanks for joining us on July 4th. Yeah, if you're in the States, happy 4th. I saw you use this and I was like, you know what? With everything going on, I might actually want to try this out. Supreme King Kaiser. This card's Pendulum Summon. All face-up cards your opponent controls have their effects negated until the end of this turn. Once per turn during your main phase, if this card is Pendulum Summon, you can target 2 cards in your spell and trap zone, destroy them. If you do, for each destroyed card, this card gets an additional attack point. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 72, I want to say. 72, 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 8,000 actually. Like roughly 8,100 or 200. I don't know the math. Correct me on that if you guys can. My concern with using Supreme... Actually, before I do that, is the audio okay, guys? Because I have the volume up in my computer. During last stream, there was an issue with audio. There was a little bit of feedback. So if there's a little feedback right now, please let me know, and I'll just mute things again. In the meantime, let me look at my settings here real quick. Background is on. I'm looking at iPhone screen grab. iPhone is up. Mic is up. Still a little sick, so if you hear me coughing, I apologize for that. It's not good audio, but hey, I want to do that. The Great Sons of the East. What are some good decks out of Master Duel right now? I'm thinking about building new decks since I don't want to keep using Sky Striker and Spirals. As I said, if I can use with Griffin, Pendulum Effect is insane. Yes, I agree. Use this card. Anyone watching this after the stream, for those of you who never used Griffin as a pendulum, you can target 1P monster, gain 500 attack for each dark contract with different names currently on the field and in the graveyard. So technically, if you use this on any of, let's say, your two contracts and then get rid of them, this summons in the field, this effect actually goes off, then you can Activate Griffin's effect. Increase this guy's attack points to 3,800. They can attack 3 different times, and that's game. And especially if they have something bigger over that we have to run over. So I'm going to give this a try, just for lulz. What I was talking about before for my concern is that unlike Kali Yuga, if you look at Kali Yuga's effect real quick, after this card is X is summoned for the rest of its turn, other cards their packs cannot be activated on the field after its exceeds summon, meaning that it does not actually activate. As soon as it hits the field, it just happens. You can't Valor, you can't Impermanence, you can't do anything with Kali Yuga regarding that. But because the way Supreme King Kaiser is worded, if this card is Pendulum summoned, that kind of gives you an out. So as soon as it's Pendulum summoned, its effect actually activates, and then people can chain Valor or any type of negate, really. And then negate its effect and probably get rid of it. I actually was trying this out inside of my, inside of the TCG deck. Because we have a Paradox Dragon, whatever it's called, the Supreme King, Sovereign, Emperor, whatever, Kaiser. And then that's another level 10, so that's 4 level 10 scales, and then that would be little bit easier for it to summon. So let's try that. We got rid of Typhon, we got rid of Lamia, so that's going to be a bit of a pain. We can get rid of one Griffin, and let's add in another level 4 monster in here. What else can we add? I want to keep this as kosher as possible. I might actually throw in another Orthros. Did I put in a... Nope, I took out human resources. So we can't really use that. I mean, let's get rid of the one ghost. I don't really care for that right now. Maxi, I really need to keep in the deck, unfortunately, because just like Necron keeps saying, you know, if any format that uses Maxi, we might as well just throw it in there. Alright, so let's go with what Epic Legend was talking about. Let's take a look at the current decks that are, you know, being used. Best tool to use that is the Master Duel Meta. So let's quickly take a look at tier list. I don't think it really changed from yesterday, but tier 1 is Tier Elements, then Sprite, followed by Sword Soul Tenyi, and then Branded Despia, and then Dragon Lake, and so on and so forth. In gold so far, I've only lost to Branded Despia, so just based off those duels and then the previous ones that I fought earlier in the week, last week, it's mainly Branded Despia in gold. I haven't seen Sword Soul Tenyi. I actually lost, I don't know why, but Sword Soul Tenyi is one of those decks that I just lose to. If they go first. If I have chance to set up, then, you know, I can go ahead and, you know, set up my field, but then I don't know what they're using because unlike a match tool, I don't have options to side deck. So if you look at tier elements, let's see what decks they're running. Top main deck, of course, 3 Max C. You got your standard tiers. There's the Ishizu cards. Of course, they're going to throw in the Bestial cards. Is there a way to counter Bestials and polymerization? Let's take a quick look. I was looking at this last week. Counter Bestials in Master Duel. Bestial cards will shake up Dragon Maid with Dimensional Shifter to counter tier elements. Oh, counter trap cards. I don't care about the Bestial decks. How to counter? To counter Bestials. Bestial counters. Let's just go in here and see what Reddit says. Unironically, Bestials by themselves, you can target the banished target with your own Bestial, okay. Necro Valley, I'm not going to run that. Amen, if you're your pain, I used to play Mathmax. Anything that can remove things from the graveyard is quick effect, or anything that can be negated monsters. So we have Ghost Bell, we might actually want to add back. And then DD Crow, called by the grave, and then your own Bestial. Okay, so Ghost Bell is something that we want to use. Hey, Joaquin RW, what's up, man? Thank you so much again for being the first subscriber. I haven't been able to do much with that in terms of like reassessing the like levels and stuff like that, or really advertising for it. But I really appreciate you getting in there and then subscribing to the D tier for the 99-cent ones. I've mentioned in a different video that if we get at least 20 just plain D level subscribers, then we can get monthly membership tournaments and use that money for the prize for everybody. And I think that will make for a fun activity with a more comprehensive banned and limited list. But let's go back real quick into the deck. So Ghost Bell. I think I have 3 of these. There's Ghost Bell. Yep, I do have 3. So go in there. That's 50. I don't like the idea of having just, how many hand traps are 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 12, and then 13, 14, 15. That's 15 hand traps, essentially, plus the Call by the Graves, 17. And then if you want to include cards like DD Dog, Headhunt, and Eternal Darkness, that's basically almost half the deck is essentially that. So let's quickly give a hand test here. So again, if you guys don't know, we're basically just doing, I'm not going to do the full 100 here because, I don't want to waste so much time. So let's just go ahead and do 50, and then out of those, multiply the hands that we can't use by 2, so we can kind of have an idea of hand size. If it's 90% good hands or hands that I can use, then we'll keep the deck the way it is. If it's under 10, then unfortunately we don't go that route. And yes, this is arguably the best hand I could possibly ask for. Though if I'm going first. If I'm going second, it's probably not the greatest hand. If I go second, this is my opening hand here, actually. All right, so let's quickly run these off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 is the first hand that is not good. I can just basically pass the turn, and then I can hopefully prevent it from doing anything with Max C, and then Ghost Ogre. I'll probably get Max C off hopefully once, so that's what I draw, and then next turn I can maybe do something if Max C kind of stops them. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 is a bad hand. I mean, I can again pass turn and then just set Necro Slime, but then I get screwed over this. But then I can use Newton to get back Necro Slime, normal summon, and then Griffin, and then go off from there. And then Ghost Rabbit hopefully helps me out. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 is also bad. 21. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30. I can technically use Divine Zero King Rage as a scale. Normal summon. Vice King Requiem, then overlay into Deus Machinax, and then hopefully I can survive that turn. And then next turn I can draw this. Doesn't help me. Again, another reason why I don't really like using hand traps, but I'm kind of forced to gamble because of that, because of the current decks that are out there. So then the idea is if I somehow survive and they don't have a crazy negate board on the field, this goes to the graveyard. I can normal summon this, thanks to King Zero Rage effect, if they let me keep it. Normal summon Oblivion King, then activate effect, summon this, exceed into probably Kali or something, and then go from there. But then I can't really do anything these next few turns. This is definitely a bad hand. That's 35. 36, 37, another bad hand. 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44. 44 is bad too. 44, yep. 45. Yeah, it's 45. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, so out of 50 draws, 5 were not good. I couldn't do anything, even if I magically, made it to my next turn. So multiply that by 2, that's 10, which leaves us at a 90% draw consistency rate. That's good enough, but most of the decks that I've done really well, especially in Platinum, have been decks that are at least like around 93 to 95% consistency, so this doesn't really work. What I would do instead, I think I would just try to get rid of one Ghost Bell and then one Ghost Ogre, just to kind of like, keep them like that. And then what else can I add? Because I like to have like a even nice whole number deck, so 50, 48 I don't really like. What else can I add in here? I can throw in another Orthros, maybe Griffin. I know that Dennis Rojas mentioned he added 2 DD Necro Slimes in his deck, mainly to avoid Typhon's effect in case, it somehow gets in the hand. So maybe I'll throw in another Necro Slime. I'm not sure. I mean, I mainly want to use DD Swirl Slime to summon the High King. What else can I add in here? Let's take a look at DD cards in general, if I missed something. DD Lilith, normal. At target 1 DD monster in your graveyard, or at Pendulum deck face up. So normally the best target would be Griffin. Another doing that, Griffin plus Pendulum effect plus Maxwell Piercing. Yeah, I love me Maxwell. It was like the first ace monster for Reiji inside of the manga, just pretty much destroying it. And then when you activated some BS card that allowed you guys to special summon pendulum monsters from the extra deck with the same scale, and then you summon its ridiculous monsters. Reiji constantly kept summoning Super Zero Side Maxwell, even though Yuya's monsters reduce the attack points to 0, and they're forced to do battle. So Reiji just kept summoning Maxwell over and over and over again. And Yuya, despite destroying it every single time, he seriously couldn't deal any damage, so his OTK kind of like got messed up. So that's why I kind of want to throw in Maxwell, just so that, because I also got the royal finish for it too. So Lilith won't really work here. I might throw in Ghost, but then that's only if I make it into a 60 card deck and throw in the Allure of Darknesses. But let's keep it at 50 because I haven't really seen many. What do you call those? What's that stupid banish deck? Oh my god, I forgot already. Labyrinth, thank you. No, not Labyrinth. Okay, this is gonna bother me. Buttons. Oh my god, that's really gonna bother me. Hold on, I gotta find out. The name is kind of messing with me here. What is that called? You guys know what I'm talking about, probably. Not branded. Here we go. Runic. Jesus, that was bothering me. Okay. I haven't seen many Runic decks out, so I'm not really going to bother with that. I might throw in the Nibiru just to offset it, but then I don't want to draw it into it mid to late game. Effect Veiler is a good option, but then I don't really draw into my 1-card combo starters. So I might get rid of just both of them, and then throw in the Piri Race map. Let's see here. I would love to use Dark Spirit of Malice, and then, I mean, another option that I was thinking about for deck building was Phantom of Chaos. I mean, I'm not really going to use it to attack, but I can target one effect monster, and then now Phantom of Chaos becomes that monster, essentially. It takes the name, original attack, and the effect of that monster. So ideally, I can essentially target any one of my, like nice boss monsters in the graveyard, and then use Phantom of Chaos to use the effect. Too bad it doesn't change the level. That would have been pretty cool too. But anyway, I was thinking of Dark Honest just because it's a fun little tech card. People are not really gonna notice it, but again, you can't search for it. Vanity's Fiend is level 6 that I saw someone in the chat a while ago mention it. If you kept your normal summon the entire turn, which is possible for a pendulum deck and not normal summon at all, then you can just at the end of it normal summon this guy, and then no one can special summon. But then they'll have to destroy this card. I would love to add Curse Necrofear into the deck, but again we can't search for it. You can target 3 of your banished fiend monsters, special summon this card from your hand, and then shuffle those banished into the deck. So the best way to use this card is if all of your extra, all you banish is just the extra deck monsters, and then you use Necrofear to basically return those to the extra deck so you can use them again. But unfortunately, that's not a thing that's going to work out for me right now. What is this? Why do I have this in my saved? If this Guardian Monster Zone, if you have no cards in your other pendulums, you can place 1 face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck in your pendulum zone. Okay, so, and then fusion is just 2 pendulum monsters. I guess this could be useful if you throw in super polymerization. Might be something worth trying. Trigodi is a nice card because you have a lot of level 7, 8 monsters on the field, and a lot of the boss monsters from the extra deck are those levels, so you can technically summon this, then target 1 face up, discard your same level monster, and then you can take control of that monster. But unfortunately, because we already have Headhunt is so much better, because A, you can search for it, and then it also makes the extra deck monsters into DDDD monsters. So unfortunately, Trigodi is not a thing that I want to use right now. Lullaby of Obedience, declare, pay 2,000, 1 monster card, your opponent searches their deck, reveals it, and then I get to choose one of these 2 effects. The declared monster is added to the hand of the player who activated this card, so basically you take that card. The player who activates this card special summons the declared monster to their field in attack position during summoning conditions. This is a nice callback to Kaiba's deck in Battle City, where he used this to basically take Slifer from Yugi. Give me a second, I'm going to drink some water. This would be a nice side deck card if you're basically playing hybrid decks. I mean, this would be good if you actually end up taking their Bestial cards. This would be a good, nice little counter to Bestials, in my opinion. But again, you can't search for it, so unfortunately, that's not what we're gonna do. Left-hand Offering. I put this in here to try out. Here's the Dark Rulers. Hey Joel, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us. Let's see here. I don't want to throw in the Valence World simply because terraforming was banned in Master Duel. I was thinking about Pot of Acquisitive. Wait, how do you say this? Pot of Acquisitiveness. Target 3 banished monsters, shuffle into the deck, then draw 1 card. Again, same thing as Necroface, or whatever you call it, Necrofear. Except in spell form, and it's quick play. So essentially, again, target your banished extra deck monsters and then draw your 1 card, and then you can ideally keep going. Acquisitiveness. Thank you, Joel. Acquisitiveness. I'm going to assume that's how you say it. Link Bound, this would be good if we had another Link monster, maybe a Link 3. That would be cool, but unfortunately we can't utilize this to its best way. What else did I throw in here? I threw in Human Resources. Of course, we love Wonder XYZ. I'm going to make the deck next week, maybe for it with Trap Tricks, so that we can, have some fun shenanigans with it. But again, it's only a turn 2 deck, so you have to go second. I'm sorry, you have to go first. Never mind. What's this? Leaves the field because of one's card effect and is now in the graveyard. You can special summon 1 monster from your deck or extra deck. I like this card, but it's too situational. People are not really going to deal with that. Warning point, when this monster is summoned this turn. Okay, I'm not going to use that. Trap Trick, and then Necrofusion I used to use a lot in the earlier when the duels were a little slower. I think I'm going to throw in the Pure Erase maps just for a little bit more consistency. I'm not going to do another 50. Let's just get into the duels and see what happens. As a recap from yesterday, I kind of botched the duels that I lost because I went second, and then I also kind of just made a couple mistakes. So unfortunately, the ones that I do have wins under, they were against things like Blue Eyes or some other nonsense gimmicky deck that has no business being used in ranked, just really for fun. So let's see what happens. 6 months ago, I bought a book called How to Scam Idiots on the Internet, but it still hasn't arrived. And I go first. Okay, let's see. Let's see what my luck is today. And my opening hand is a brick. I cannot use this hand. That's a bummer. Alright, so best thing we can do. Set. And pass. The only way I can win next... The only way I can actually do something is if I get another low scale. I get Copernicus, I get 1-for-1, one of the gates, or a Kepler. The odds of that happening are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, it's a Silent Magician. If I lose this duel, even with a brick hand, I think I should just stop playing the game until I return back to the States. Let's be honest. Oh, okay, he's going to use the, yep. There's Silent Magician. That's fine. Don't care about Silent Magician. Thankfully, I'm going to save this in case I do get the gate. And Witchcrafter. Special summon one Witchcrafter monster. That's fine. Okay, so Witchcrafter, Silent Magician deck. Sounds fun. That's a lot of points right then and there. Your opponent cannot target other spell monsters. You control card effects. You can discard one spell card and target one face-up effect monster one opponent controls. Witchcrafter, okay. The first time when you control would be destroyed. One. No, I need to save it, and plus, like, I can no longer activate it right now because impermanence has to go to Hain. What does this do? You can only use one of the following once per turn. Activate the effect. You can send this card from your field to the graveyard. Any phase you control. Okay. He can negate one card. One of my. If I set up Pendulum Scale, he can negate that. Let's turn off the toggle so that they don't see that I have something. My connection is kind of choppy too. I missed the timing to turn off the toggle to give him a false sense of security. And then he doesn't get anything back. And then top deck is, oh my god. See, this is what happens when you throw like so many hand traps into the deck. Do I lose this duel? I lose this duel. Hold on, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I have no choice but to set this card. I literally bricked. I mean, what are the chances? 90%, 9 out of 10 times. Good opening hand. And my first duel is a brick. I think I should just go back to having a pure deck at this point, right? I'm not having luck this season with hand traps, even in gold. It's a bit of a bummer. I mean, Newton is a card I want to search with either Gate or use it as a Pendulum Scale from Gilgamesh, and then same thing with Ragnarok. I don't really want these cards in my hand. Okay, that's fine. So my only shot is to get another scale. I'm gonna have to bait out this card with infinite impermanence. Alright, pure erase map. This is gonna be tricky. I don't think I can pull it off. Mainly because of this. Let's see what they do. The thing that sucks about pure erase is that I have to activate it right now. He's gonna negate it. They're not going to negate it. Oh my god, they think I have something else. Holy Jesus. I mean, I can't activate Imperm because then your opponent cannot target other spellcasters you control with target effects. Technically, I can activate it twice. Activated this to target this card, but then if I do it in a chain, the second Imperm can't use this because it still hasn't negated this card. So I have to use them in two separate chain sequences, essentially. Which I can do this way. I'm going to now activate this to negate that. Okay, so now technically, since the effects are negated, I can activate this to negate... Yep, now I can negate Silent Magician. Like, oh, I can't use Gilgamesh. You're right. Let's do this. You know what? Let's make sure I can use Gilgamesh, shall we? Can add a Dark Contract. I know what I'm going to do. Check out this pro player move. I'm going to get this. Can I use Kaiser here? No, because then, I mean, they're going to normal summon this. They're going to activate, they're going to activate Silent Magician's other effect in order to special summon their Silent Magician level 10. What I can do is this. Check this out. You might like this. Wait, why can't I use this? Whoa. Oh my god, it's because impermanence. Wait, target in this column, meaning I can't use my own column either. Holy Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is... I didn't think about that. So oh my god. Yeah, column of shame. I didn't think I could do that. Oh my god. Okay, this guy wins it. This guy wins it. That is my own fault. Alright, I'm just going to end turn and let him destroy me because he deserves it. I made the mistake. Go all out, buddy. Go all out. So my idea was to use Gate and then get out Vice Requiem. Set the Pendulum skill, which I could have done if I just set Gate into one of the skills. It doesn't matter. Because then I could have used him, special summoned it by destroying the Gate. And then overlay him into into Deus Machinax. Activate the effect to destroy this nonsense here. It doesn't matter, I don't want to destroy this card yet. And then I would have been able to gain 1,000 life points and then be able, and then link into Gilgamesh and then go off from there. So that is my own fault. I could have actually won that one. Oh my god, it's 6 turns, really? Okay, that's a little embarrassing. Ooh. I'm gonna quickly take a little screenshot here. Collection of royal cards. Save that bad boy for later. What else you got? Yeah, I mean, I could have won this. This guy had no hand traps whatsoever. I guess it's a budget deck. Whoa, 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 wait a minute. They had Yami. They had Yami in the... Okay, you know what? I feel like I should uninstall at this point. That's 2 losses, but I changed the deck, so it doesn't really count as 2. It only counts as 1 loss. So 2 more losses in a row, and then I essentially... no, 2 more losses in general, and then I changed the deck. I'm going first again. Let's see if I break again this time. Okay, I can work with this. No max C, so that's good. Do they have an Ash? I feel like they have an Ash. They do not have an Ash. Interesting. I'm going to activate Swirl Slime. Let's get a big board out there, shall we? Swirl Slime effect. Summon regular Gengish. Let's send, we're gonna send Laplace to the graveyard in case they have a Bestial card, because I need Requiem on the field. Because if they Bestial any of these cards, then I can just use Vice King Requiem to set as the pendulum scale. Okay, they don't have anything, so that's good. Summon you. Activate you. Summon our Laplace big boy. Now we can overlay. One of the things I'm not used to yet is like live commentary, especially when I'm doing something like this. I have to get used to it, so that's why I'm having these impromptu live streams, just so I can get the hang of it. All right, what skill do I want? I want to revive. The Gengish in the graveyard. So we're gonna go with 0, and then also we're gonna go in with Ragnarok. Okay, that didn't really work, which is fine. Going to now do this. See, that's my fault. I knew that I had to summon the Vice King Requiem, but for whatever reason, I used Oblivion King. I really need to concentrate on the dueling, which is something I can't really do right now. I want to keep him. Let's use this. Yeah, I should have activated him before I call him. Thanks, Joel. That makes me feel a little better. Activate this. I really messed up. I messed up this opening turn. Okay, they did that. End my turn. I can't do anything. I really need to be able to multitask, because whenever I play, if something distracts me or if someone's talking to me or anything along the lines, I make mistakes that I shouldn't be making, and it just hurts a little bit on the inside as a player who's been playing this since 2002. And then, let's see here. What's this? Adamantipator. Okay. We can work with this. You can special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can ask me top card, special summon one. They're not activating the effect, so that's good. Valorous Florist Hill. You can discard this card and one monster, add one Venomous from your deck to your hand, except then you can special summon one or monster from your graveyard. So let's do this. You use Laplace for discard fodder, fusion material, Machinex material. Yeah, Machinex is pretty solid. Oh, okay, they have the Alt, which is fine. I'd rather than use that right now than use it against Gilgamesh. Yeah, Laplace is very specific, but I like all of its effects. Primarily, if I have a rank 4 or 5 in the field, and I lost all ways to get rid of them, I have Laplace available or can search for him. Activate Laplace, get rid of the level 4 Caesar or Teller rank 5, and then I can use their effects. So it works that way too. Okay, they know that I have Deus Machinex, so which means that they know the card, or at least they've read it real quickly. They need to activate one of the effects, but they're not activating the effects at all. Oh, look at that. Smart guy. Now he uses Foolish Burial to get that Adamantipator to the graveyard. Oh, Block Dragon. Block Dragon is still legal? Could have swore, yeah, Block Dragons at 1. Never mind. Alright. Smart guy. You can target one rock monster in your graveyard, which means that they're going to now link summon into their big bad boss monster. Yep, there it is. Excavate another 5 cards. Well, we do have a scale DDDD, the Sovereign Emperor Zero Paradox. He's a scale 10, and he's a quadruple D. And then we also have Newton for a scale of 10 as well, which I like to use. It's pretty solid if you have Laplace, set it as a scale, activate its effect, get the quadruple D. I can't believe I'm saying it like that. The triple D, sorry, I shouldn't say that either. Sovereign Paradox, and then, from the extra deck, and then set the scale, and then go off from there. I miss Kali Yuga XYZ combo too. I haven't really been able to use it since it's a really going first deck. I would have to use a lot of bullshit cards like Kaijus and set it up so that even if I go second, I can do something and set up the Kali Yuga play. It slows down the speed of the duel, which is fine. I think we can put it on. Yeah, I know Newton is not a DDD; it's just a DD. But that's why we have the new DDDD monster we can use with Laplace Pendulum Effect. Okay, he's gonna choose that Dino Pelico Watch. Oh no, he set it so that 2, 3. Dimension Shifter. Man, this guy has no love for anything that is good in this world. Oh boy. Man, Block Dragon is just a mood, isn't it? He can't OTK me this turn, thankfully. We just have to wait next turn. Thankfully, we have another contract with the gate in the hand. That Baron de Fleur is going to be a problem. But thankfully, once they negate Gilgamesh's effects to special summon with Baron, we'll be fine because we still have our scales and we have a dark contract in our hand. I won't be able to beat him next turn, but I'll definitely be able to take control over the field. Actually, he can OTK me right now if he had Excalibur. Oh, smart dick. Okay, I'm kind of screwed now. What are you banishing? Block Dragon, man. I think that's an OTK right there. See, attacks, 3, 5. No, that's not an OTK yet, but he can still negate things. He didn't use Baron's effect to... Yeah, I don't know why you attacked with him. You could have won that. 355. Oof, I barely make it. I'm good. And that is why we use Zero King Rage. He thinks I'm gonna die by my own effect. I am not. Please negate the gate. When I activate it, if they negate the gate, I'm okay. I can't special summon from the graveyard. Activates a card effect that special summons from the graveyard. I can use the effect. I have all the royals, Kamigawa. All of them. Going to activate contract with the gate. You can't do anything. That's fine. I'm very okay with that. Now, let's do this. Too bad I don't have any more crazy extra deck monsters to have in the field. Your opponent activates a card or effect that special summons from the graveyard, and you can negate the activation. So let's toggle on, activate Kepler, get a contract, and then I can activate Oblivion King. Yes, I love that card. I'm going to choose Flame King Gengish, so you have to negate it. Good. Now I get to search. This is a once per turn thing. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect. Okay, so that's done. How about you? You can banish one card from your... When this card be destroyed by card effect, you banish. If a card is banished, except you can banish one card from both your opponent's field or graveyard. Wait a second, wait. If this card would be destroyed, if a card is banished, you can target one card. Okay, so I can't banish my monsters either. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Banish one card from either your opponent's field or graveyard. I have no choice. I'm going to have to banish from the graveyard, but then he's going to activate the effect of his monster. The ideal card that I would be able to summon is this guy. But unfortunately he's going to activate the effect. No, I mean, I was expecting him to use Underworld Goddess because people do that. They're going to think that I can't take any damage. They don't read those little extra card effects. And then he's going to activate it, and then just get rid of my Oblivion. Yeah, I got this one. Alright. Nah, you don't need this many rows. They're really just for fun. I got them because, you know, I've been playing this game for the entire time. And then one of our buddies from the Discord gave us the tools on how to get royal finishes. And it took me about a year on and off where I would just, you know, hunt for these things. And I got all of them. Okay, that's 2 duels. One more duel, and then I'm pretty much just gonna get rid of the hand traps and go full, and then go full pure DDD for the rest of the season. No, it's kind of both of method and then also odds. We actually have a video on the channel called Royal Hunting Guide. If you can check that out later. And then just look at the comments, people who have tried it and it worked out for them. So I mean, it can't just be that it just happens to work for me and then no one else. It does work for other people, so give that a shot. See that? I didn't draw a single hand trap, even though literally a third of the deck is full hand traps. I'm okay, just a little sick. The reason why I didn't upload anything last week, except for that one video, is because I got like a pretty bad cold and I'm still recovering for it, so like my throat's a little bit kind of like clogged. But I'm way better than I was before, so you know, I'm good. Just a little light coughing. And I really want to go outside. I've just been stuck inside the entire day trying to rest these last few days. That's why I tried to do the live stream yesterday, and I was pretty much coughing the entire time. Okay, got Eternal Soul. If I don't win this, I'm kind of retiring for the day. For those of you guys interested in live streaming and doing your own channel and stuff like that, all I'm doing right now is just using OBS on my laptop and then using QuickTime Player Record from my phone, and then that's how I'm doing the live stream. And then the little graphics that you see, I just did those in Canva, which is a free tool, but I use the paid version just because. Looks like they're gonna pop off. I can. I mean, all I need is just against a deck like this that is not going to use bestials. I can definitely pull it off just with Copernicus and Griffin. But first I'm going to normal summon Kepler just to see if I can get the effect and see if they have Ash Blossom or something. This goes back to one of the quizzes that I had last week about if you can summon both of these monsters, which effect you want to go off first, and then chain link one. Your opponent cannot target spell traps with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Okay, I'm cool with that. He put in Magician's Soul face down. Okay. He's got a back connection to... Ooh, Supreme King Kaiser. Alright, let's have some fun. This is why I love gold. Alright, how do we want to do this? I want a large scale. So let's summon you. Just so we can get a contract to use with Griffin's effect. You can chain that card, but it's okay, I don't really care. And then I can use Orthros' effect to get rid of Eternal Soul after I negate this monster. Let's do that actually. Let's get this. You can do something else. Interesting choice. He gets that back. Does he think I can run over his Dark Magician? Is that what's going on? I was hoping I can get rid of Eternal Soul and then, you know, kind of go from there, but oh well. What else can I get to, like, overwhelm this guy? Ooh, why not? Actually, Oblivion King? What do I want to do? So many options. I definitely want to end this with Kaiser. Doom Kings, I mean, I've done that so many times. I mean, I just want to try something a little different. So let's... Actually, since I'm summoning a lot of cards, let's get... let's get Oblivion, just because. Let's end this in one turn. Get a fun OTK going. Perfect. I don't mind. I really don't mind that. I got everything I need in my hand. I don't know why he didn't use it with when I used Kepler and Gate. Could have used it then, but oh well. What up, Eric? Yeah, I'm just not a little under the weather, and I'm still not used to streaming, talking, and then also making sure the stream is, you know, okay in like excellent form. And I'm making a lot of mistakes, but that's what we're trying to figure out here. So let's not make the mistake of not using Griffin for a scale. And then where is Newton? I'm pretty much just testing what I can and cannot do. Let's throw in an Orthros. And now we can do all the shenanigans we want. Summon you, and yeah, why not you? Hey Zero, we're just having some fun here. So this, summon Kaiser, summon Oblivion, and summon him. And I use his effect. Let's just send this to the graveyard. He's negated. No, he's not negated? Why not? This card's pendulum summon all face-up cards your opponent controls have their effects negated until the end of the turn. All face-up cards they control. So that includes this, but not this. Why not? Your opponent cannot target its phone draws and can destroy their opponent's card effects. Is this card not negated? That's weird. Oh well. Doesn't even matter. Rid of that. And then just for funsies, let's show off the oh, he forfeited before I could attack with all three. Okay, that was fun. I just don't see Kaiser working for me long term, because I'm afraid his effect is going to get negated and then I don't have anything that I can really do with him after that. And I can't resummon him as a pendulum because he's not a pendulum. But I'll keep giving him a try and see how it works. If I can't really get him to work, I'm just going to remove him. Remember, one more loss and then we kind of just go back to low, not so much hand traps. Kaiser is pretty much Kali Yuga but light. Yeah, I can show that back after this duel. Okay, they can activate something during their draw phase. They're not doing the, and same thing with main phase 1. So in this case, I'm going to bait it with Copernicus. I don't want to activate Gate right away. I want to bait whatever card they have in their hand. It's going to be Max C. He's got nothing. If I put in Necro Slime in the graveyard, let's see what happens. He might have a Bestial. Nope. He doesn't have anything. Can activate this effect. What do I want from my hand? I want a Griffin. Activate Griffin. Does he have the Max C? Nope, he does not. I'm assuming it's a dude, because I've never seen any females in at least our YouTube channel. That number where it shows like the statistics, I've never seen a single female in there. It's just 100% male. Wait, that. I do want to summon these two guys in my hand, otherwise it would be a bit of a waste. But I also want to use these. So, oh, actually I have an idea. Let's do something a little different. Let's go with Orthros, and then the final Ragnarok. Remember guys, doing the same thing over and over and over again if you are a streamer is what keeps people leaving your stream essentially. Summon, I already used Copernicus' effect, didn't negate it so I can't use it again. I'm gonna activate Griffin. I'm gonna send 0 Maxwell to the graveyard, draw my card. Do I draw a hand trap? And I do not. He's got something. He probably has a, what do you call it? Nibiru in hand. Which is fine. I guess he wants me to finish the combo. Do I want to summon? Nope, I do not. Let's see how far. Yeah, I know they have Nibiru. Let's see how far I can get them to. I can get away with. Let's spam as much as possible to not give him a chance to draw things. I think they turn up the toggle because I'm not getting the little. I'm not getting the thing yet. They probably turn it off and are waiting for me to finish, and then they get to before I end the turn. Let's do this. I'm gonna activate this. So let's bait him out a little bit. I'm going to be using. I'm sending out Swirl Slime so that in case they do Nibiru, I can just activate it and summon Oblivion King of his Ragnarok. Okay. Oh, that's what he has. What does that do? You target. I mean, okay. It's not really gonna do much for me. Let's use Necro Slime. Summon this. Let's get rid of Copernicus because we don't really need him anymore. His purpose is done. He really used this too quickly. Then we're going to use him to special summon. What do we want? We want Caesar. It's fine. Activate the effect. Each time lets me summon out. Smart thing to do would be to get Griffin on the field and then, use the effect to search out something. But I really want to use Super Sight. So, I mean, we're in gold, so we can get away with a lot of things. But I do want to keep on winning because I've been on a weird losing on and off streak, so let's just go with Griffin. And in case they do have Nibiru, I can stack them up. It's Griffin, because then I have Impermanence and I have the other card. There's Headhunt. Then we're going to get rid of this. Shine on your cards is blinding. Thank you. Use his ability. Let's get the Swamp King so we can get another Gengish on the field. Activate the effect. Let's fusion summon another Flame King just to have a little fun here. I don't need the Griffin. And I no longer need the King Tell. I've had instances where people were like, this guy has too much bling on the field, so we're no longer going to keep playing. Because, I mean, if you bling out your entire deck, it tells players that you really know the deck, or at least really love the deck, and there's a good chance that you know how to use it properly. Use that. Now we use Swirl Slime. I don't have a good target in the graveyard for Oblivion King, but that's fine. Actually, let's summon it in defense mode. Next, we're going to activate Oblivion. I can use its effect to, hold on. I can send the top 5 cards to the graveyard. Too bad I can't use Wave King Caesar's effect again. The card I want to target is this guy, so I can have more fodder in the graveyard. Next up, he done goofed. Tribute him. Banish that. And since we have 2 contracts on the field, we would be a fool not to summon Oblivion. I mean, Deus Machina X. So it's a pretty good. There's a pretty good chance that they're using not Kashtira. What are those stupid mermaid people called? So let's set these 2. So now we take. So now we can take 1, 2, 3 of their cards, negate 2 monster effects, and then negate 1 monster and take 1 of their extra deck monsters. So theoretically, we're in a good field. Let's see what happens. Unless they use like a kaiju or something. Okay, they're gonna send one of their tier elements. That's what I'm thinking about. No? Another one? Okay, that's fine. I mean, I could use cards in the graveyard. What did I get? Ooh, I get another Swirl Slime, so that's nice. What did they send? They sent out their Bestial, so that's fun. They're gonna chain things properly so that I don't get a chance to use my King Caesar, which kind of means that they're a decent player. Then they use their Over the Rainbow. I have 1 Crystal Beast and 1 Field Spell, so that's a problem. I think if we just negate the first 2, I think we're okay. He doesn't care about Crystal Beast. One of the things that I really judge Konami on is adding support to older decks, but then putting in little clauses in there that are too good to pass up on other decks that are already super amazing, like Tier Elements. Because Tier needs another card that can help search for things, right? Okay, so did he add that trap card to his hand? He did add that trap card to his hand. You can target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effect, and send 1 monster you control to the graveyard. Okay, so that's a problem. What I can do is fusion summon into High King and deal with that. There's actually a playlist with one of my up-to-date decks. So keep in mind that I pretty much change the deck almost every few days, or even mid-stream, like I'm gonna do. I changed the deck twice already during this stream, I believe, and yesterday I changed it 3 different times. So once a week I'm going to try uploading my deck list, but keep in mind that they just change based on whatever people are using right now. Summon that, that's okay. I don't want to take it, so let's just go ahead and negate it, because I need this. I can take their monster. You can declare 1 attribute. This card becomes this turn. Your opponent cannot target this card or monsters on the field with the same attribute as this one. So even if they summon something that they want, I can chain to it and then negate it and stuff. But then they can't act. But they can chain to this, which is fine. But then my monster already targeted their card, so it doesn't even matter. They have to pre-do this in order to not target cards. We're going to increase attack. Keep in mind that sometimes people think this is permanent, and that kind of screws with them. Activated the effect, which means they can fusion summon. We're going to say no to that, because they already normal summon too. And they don't have a tier elements in the on the field, so they can't use the trap that they just added to their hand. 500 attack. Discussion on that. You can. Okay, so we only really care about the first effect. Yo, Francois, what's up, man? I mean, I'm in Peru right now, and I'm kind of sick, so I can't really go out anyway. So I might as well just stay here. Perfect. He summoned this. I'm cool with it. No, sir. I'm gonna. Should I take his monster? I'm gonna take his monster. I want to use both contracts next turn. Let's put it over here. Negate it. I wonder if they're going to forfeit now. I mean, they have 5 cards in their hands. They got to be able to do something. That's that tier element trap card. That might be another tier element related card to try and bluff us out. But I think we're in a good spot. In the extra deck, I can still summon High King Gengish, which is great. I can definitely OTK next turn. And I can use this for something. I have another Gilgamesh, so I can use that effect. I can see the math numbers in their head. Like, all right, how can I do this? How can I cheese this with my tier 1 deck? And that's that. Good game, guys. Going first is unfortunately the thing you have to do in order to win. All right, so quick look at the deck. We are going in with 3 Maxis, 2 Ghost Ogre, 3 Ash Blossom, 2 Ghost Bell. We're testing out Supreme King Kaiser. It worked once, but against a Dark Magician deck. I need to really use this against Tier Elements or a Sprite deck or something like that to really see if it's worth adding into. I mean, it's really a win more card than anything else. We got rid of Lamia and Typhon because they're easy targets for Bestials. Cards like Swirl Slime and Necro Slime, to activate their effects, you have to banish the cards. So Bestials can't really change to. I mean, they can change to the effects, but they can't target these cards. But banishing fusion materials, yeah, including this card. So that's why we got rid of the second one Copernicus. We have 0 Maxwell just because it's a fun card to throw in there. And just in case we run into those crazy heavy defense walls, and then, we can easily run over it with this. Got 2 Piriri, and then the extra deck. That's all we really got. I mean, I want to get rid of basically all the hand traps. These 4 cards here, the Snow Rabbit and Haunted Mansion. I would probably get rid of the Supreme King Kaiser. That leaves us with 45 cards. And for a little bit more consistency, and I wouldn't even need the Piri Race maps either, so that would leave us at 43. And I would probably add more cards just because. I was thinking of adding another patent with the license, because in the original combo, you would use this card to search out your Orthros and then use Oblivion King, take 1,000, summon Orthros, and continue the plays. But that's if people are not running Bestials, but everybody is currently running Bestials, unfortunately. So, we can use this card, but then I also want to use its effect to block people from summoning it. So having 2 on the field wouldn't be too bad, and especially if we can discard it or, destroy it or something like that. Then you can add any DD card back into your hand. So that's a maybe for me. But that's what we're using. So let's see what else we got. Looks like I'm going to go second. If they make me go first, then probably a going second deck they're going to use for no TK. All right, let's see what they got. I have no hand traps, of course, because The algorithm kind of hates me for that. No extra deck. That's interesting. 41 card deck. I wonder what shenanigans they're using. They probably have a max C in the hand. Hence why it took them a little while to get past the draw phase. Oh my god. Oh my god. What did I just run into? Forbidden Dark Contract with the Swamp. Okay, okay, okay. Interesting. There's a good chance that the face down card is going to be a Dark Contract with the Witch. It's a lot of back row cards. I wish I had Contracts with the Error in this deck, but since I haven't really ran into anything. Okay. Oh, this is one of those instant death decks. Like, they don't really care. They just want to lose. I don't know why they do that. But I got really excited when I saw Forbidden Dark Contract with the Swamp. But here we are. Because they're these type of decks, their goal is to eliminate themselves as quickly as possible for some reason. I don't know why. If anyone knows, please let me know. I'm going to stall them out just so that I don't kill them quick enough. And then they forfeit themselves, which is really bad on their whatever stats that they might be looking at. So let's see what they use. Your opponent conducts their battle phase twice. I'm not going to attack you, good sir. In fact, I am going to make sure your life points stay as high as humanly possible. Declare a level 20 each player has a coin. Consider both players. All face-up monsters they currently control become the declare level. If both are tails, you lose life points equals to declare level times 12. If both are heads, the levels of all face-up monsters become the. If both are tails, you lose life points. He's gonna choose 12, right? So I'm gonna choose 12 as well. Come on, buddy, choose. I can sit here all day and people are going to watch what you're trying to do. Who is this guy? Japanese name. I can't read that. It's a very bold strategy, Cotton. You guys ever watch Dodgeball? True Underdog Story? I love the commentator, that guy from Arrested Development and the Ozarks. I forget his name. But he just cameos so well in movies and TV shows. It's awesome. Am I timed out? I don't think I'm timed out. No, I think he's just pausing. In some cases, I've seen it where the opponent does some sort of shenanigans and then the clock doesn't time out all the way. So the duel essentially goes on forever. But then the trick to that is you have to be clicking around. Otherwise, the game thinks that you're AFK, and then it gives your opponent the win because they did some cheese to make the timer work in their favor. So while we wait, let's talk about stuff, shall we? What can we do with this hand? Like right now, I'm trying to summon out what do you call it? Hiking Gengish. Hiking Gengish. I activate the effect, or I can just summon Griffin, and then Gengish summons up Requiem, and then I go into Kali Yuga, get rid of his background, then just keep passing turns. The downside to that is that sometimes they're trying to play reverse psychology on you, and their deck actually has Exodia in it, and then because people want to like cheese the mounts and then do what I'm trying to do and prevent them from, self-killing their duel or whatever, they inadvertently end up winning because I'm trying to keep them alive and passing turns, and then they have Exodia in their hand, and that's how they cheese you. There's so many like layers of these types of decks. I don't know if you guys have ever run into something like this. But let's click around to make sure that the system knows we're still here. And then hopefully this time's out real soon. Look at all of this amazing gameplay we are bringing to you guys live in YouTube, because I can't figure out Twitch and I keep hearing all these bad things about Twitch. So we're streaming on YouTube where all of you guys are. And let's be honest, it'll be a pain in the ass to get subscribers one more time into Twitch. Let's click around again. I'm here, computer, don't delete me. So while we wait, let's take a look at more DD cards. We already checked out Lilith. Its only good target is Griffin, but that's mid-game, assuming that you have rank 4 monsters, 5, and then Deus Machinex in the extra deck. Pandora is a card I kind of wanted to use. If it's destroyed by battle, it's sent to the graveyard, or when this card is destroyed by opponent's card effect, and I control no cards, meaning that's the only one in a pendulum deck, mind you. I get to draw 2 cards. It's not great, but Reiji has used this card with one other level 5 monster. I think it was, yeah, Proud Chivalry, and then overlay into King Tao. We already talked about Supreme King. Fun fact about DDD Dragon King Pendragon is that its effect, you can tribute 1 dragon, not that one. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card. This card gains 500 attack. Then you can destroy 1 spell and tracker on the field. That comma and then at the end over here for 500 attack in video games like Master Duel or Duel Links. So when we activate the effect and you discard a card, the notification that your opponent gets is that your opponent has chosen to activate this effect. This card gains 500 attack points. And because they don't care about 500 attack points, they just click allow or no in terms of do you want to change something to it. And because they click no, they only read that first, gains 500 attack points. Then we get to use the effect. I can destroy 1 spell and tracker on the field, and it doesn't target. All my duels, whenever I use this card in Duel Links, have been like that. And that's why Pendragon is actually pretty cool. And there he goes. Is it a time limit thing? It's a time limit win. Throw that in for the ages. Let's take a look at their deck, see if they actually had Exodia in there. Did they have Exodia? They did not have Exodia, so I don't know what the win condition is for this. But they just wanted to lose. Next duel. Okay. They're letting me go first, which means that they have a turn 2 deck or a hand trap heavy with many 1-card combo starters. What do we get? Okay. I can work with this, maybe. I got rid of Lamia, so that's not good. The one time I hope they have Maxi. Nothing. I'm going to have to use Copernicus. And since no Lamia, I'm going to have to use a Swirl Slime. There's the slime. Maybe I should throw back Lamia into the deck. I mean, what are the odds that, but I never really use it unless it's something like this. It's very situational, but what can you do? Right, time to cheese this a little bit. Summon you. Activate the effect. I want to get Griffin. Do I have anything else in my hand? I do not. I mean, I could use Griffin and then Thomas, activate Griffin effect after I pendulum summon Copernicus and go from there. Yeah, let's do that. Griffin, and then where's Thomas? Next up, we're gonna pendulum summon. Next up, we're gonna activate Griffin. Activate Thomas. I'm gonna get back Griffin. Activate the effect. Summon. Summon. Let's summon Tell, just to have fodder in the graveyard. So we can use a swamp next turn. And another Gilgamesh. I want to remove Purple Armageddon from the extra deck, but I just can't bring myself to do it, just to have the 3 triple threat in there. And on the occasional time where I actually really do need them. This and this. You and you. Flanking. Exceed change. That's the right term, right? Chaos exceed change or just exceed change. Use flanking. The smart thing to do would be summon Griffin, but maybe we can throw in, let's throw in this guy. Too bad I don't have another card to play, but that's okay. So we have 2 takes, 1 negates, and then take, and then we have another Ash Blossom to prevent a, take back. So it's reasons like this where I wish I kept Typhon and maybe even Lamia into the deck. But since they're gone, here we are. Toon World. Uh-oh. This should be fun. Add 1 Toon World or 1 card that mentions Toon from your deck except Toon Bookmark. Let's go with no. I don't mind Toon Index because, it's a random search for anything. But this one specifically will search out your card, and that's a no-no for me. Which means you probably have another bookmark in your hand. Or not, never mind. Okay, one more. I want to change the deck. I really want Typhon back. There's Lamia. Where are you, Typhon? Where are you? There we go. That's 52. Let's get rid of the Ghost Bells. I mean the Ghost Ogres, and keep the Ghost Bells in. I want to get rid of you so I can throw in another one of these. Just for the counter to the nonsense that is shoot, what are they called again? Bestials. There we go. And you guys are quiet today. Actually, no, it's been a few minutes. Alright, I'll give you guys that. I can't imagine this being the best stream in the world, so... Alright, we got 2 hand traps, a swirl slime, a contract. Alright. This should be okay. They got the World Championship qualifier thing. Reveal 1 synchro monster in your extra deck. Choose 1 synchro material, mention it, add to your hand or special summon it from your deck or graveyard. Oh, I guess they thought that I had the Ash. Alright, well, that was fun. Another fun win. Match history. I'm curious what they were running. Oh wow, look at that. They had everything. Synchro overtake. They didn't have any of the outs. Why would you have gravity bind? Man. This deck was all over the place. Moving on. Let's do this stream for another 20 minutes and see what happens, and then I'm going to head out. 2 hours is plenty of time. My back is kind of hurting a little bit from sitting for so long. And I think I'm good enough to be able to at least walk outside. Alright, they're letting me go first. Depends what we draw. And we draw this. Okay. I gotta tell you, I'm not happy with this hand because I have to give up 4,000 life points right then and there. They have 15 cards and 56 cards in the main deck. So I should be okay. Activate Piri Reese map. You got nothing. So I'm going to choose Savant Kepler. Do I go with the Super Doom Kings or do I go with the Gengish and Siegfried combos? If you guys have a preference, let me know. Would have been terrible if they negated that, but they have nothing. A large deck like that. Not really surprising. Griffin. Gilgamesh. I can't afford to lose any more life points, so I'm gonna have no choice but to use Cerberus and a good buddy, Zero King Rage. Pendulum. Let's activate Griffin. I normally would want to keep Newton in my hand, but I want to draw more. I already have 3 hand traps, so that's good. Now I have 4. That worked out nicely. So I think that more than makes up for the nonsense that we have here. Okay, now we're gonna Exceed Shokan. Wave King Caesar. Next up, summon a Marksman King Tell. Use Marksman King Tell's ability. Do that. Do this. I'll link summon again. I really wish we had I wish there was like a Master Rule 6 where if you are one of the decks that is deemed like a rogue deck or under, you're able to have like 2 or 3 more extra deck cards or something like that. That would make life a little bit more fun. So we're going to dip Typhon. They don't have anything, so I'm gonna just keep going. This is arguably the best hand I've had all day. We don't need Coupler. Sorry for the noise. I don't have very specific microphones that'll, you know, get rid of that right now. Do that. Then we're going to overlay. Then I'm going to activate that. And then we're going to summon Griffin just to get the headhunt into the hand. Activate Griffin. Don't activate Max C or Ash. Griffin lets me search for DDD Headhunt. Now we have 3 hand traps and 2 back row. Let me just screenshot this, just so we can have it for later and maybe put it up in the stream, in the community tab. It would be amazing if we had a patent license so they can't exceed or fusion anymore. We're at, okay, looks like he's having a little hard time with his connection, allegedly. Can they do anything? I mean, I would assume they can do stuff, because, you know, hand size and all that. And do they disconnect or keep going? Let's find out. I kind of wish they would duel, just so that I can see what I can do with this amazing hand and field. Granted, not the most amazing field, because I don't really have negates. I can take 2 monsters, negate, and then take and negate. But then I also have Ash, Ghost Bell, and Maxi in the hand. So, despite the lack of field presence, I do have a pretty solid board. Come on, guy. Make this exciting for us, please. Man, this guy sure is taking his sweet time, huh? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, buddy. Do something, please. Guy, come on. Come on. Come on, guy. He drew! Alright, guy. Come on. Come on. Do something. I feel like I want to be like the Joker from The Dark Knight when Christian Bale is like running towards him with a motorcycle. It's like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, hit me, hit me, hit me. But no, he's not doing it. Ah, come on, man. Or lady, just in case, you know. Come on. Come on, 12 Avon? 12 Avon. 12 Heavens? What is that referencing? Main phase 1. There you go. I'm not forfeiting. Come on. I think maybe they're expecting me to forfeit because this is like a numbers game to a lot of people. Let's see if activating Max C screws with them. I know Solus or Epic Legend, they would feel the cringe for this person. 56 card deck using Utopia or Hope for those weebs that like to use the Japanese namings for things. Let's destroy their hope. Dralago? What? This card can attack directly. That's actually terrible for me. All my monsters. Oh, wait, except Griffin. Griffin is the real MVP right now for being a weak monster. Swords of Revealing Light. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. I can't. I can't, man. I can't. Holy fuck, I cannot defeat Swords of Revealing Light. I mean, I can. I'm just gonna have to sacrifice DDD Headhunt to take Dralago. Alright, let's take Dralago. Sorry, buddy. Nothing personal. I'm sure your Wi-Fi is fine. So what we're gonna do is get Orthros, normal summon it, and then use Griffin effect. I mean, not Griffin effect, and then Synchro summon into Siegfried. Use Siegfried effect, negate swords, and then attack for game. Sorry, guy. So sorry, man. I feel really bad about that. I wish they went first so they can pop off. Okay, I get Necro Slime, which I don't really need. Ah, oh, come on, don't slow me down too, please. I take 1,000 life points, but plot twist, I do not, thanks to our good buddy. Go DDD Divine Zero God King Rage or something like that. I forget what it's called in the manga. I'm not going to use that. Okay, standby, main phase. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I got 10 minutes. I'm going to do at least one more time before I have to go. Come on, guy. Work with me here, please. You're resorting me to begging for things. I don't like that. Okay, let's get Orthros. Normal summon. Activate. Hi King, let's just get back Caesar, just because. That's 2 summons. That's 3 summons. Use Siegfried's effect. Negate the swords. If they made animation for swords, I wish they would also make animations for, like, if people negated them or destroyed them or something like that, and just stopped them from you know, having their effects be activated or something. Like, kind of like when Obelisk attacked into a mirror force and then the mirror force shattered because it's a god. Alright, let's see if we can win one more within 8 minutes. Otherwise, we are done for today. For those of you guys who stuck around all this time, thank you guys so much. It really means the world to me. If you guys don't know, we are having a, we actually have memberships now. Ideally, we get at least 20 people just for the D level rank, which membership, which is just, you know, 99 cents a month. Every single month, we're going to have membership tournaments. And using that money to get the prize money of 1,400 gems, 2 people in tournament. All right, so same thing as before. Summon Copernicus first. See if they have anything. They don't have anything. So So let's send out Typhon. Do they have something when Typhon is summoned? I mean, sent to the graveyard. They do not. So I think we're good. One of the reasons I hate having hand traps in the hand is during my turn, they're gonna like want to chain to stuff, and that can mess people up sometimes. Stupid Maxi, you should know that I don't want to activate you right now. I only ever want to activate you when the opponent does something. All right, what do we want? The High King and Siegfried, or do we want the triple D? Do we want the triple Doom Kings? I'm still debating. Since Eric von der Plug is here, let's actually go with the better field, quote unquote. I think you were the one who mentioned in one of the comments from an earlier video that like, why don't I summon the High King Gengish and the Siegfried combo more often? It's because I like variety. So just for you, let's if it was you, let's do the other thing. Exceed Shokan. Wave King Caesar. They don't have any Nibiru either, so that's good. Summon that. Can't do a thing. Oh, maybe they could have. That was a little too long. 1,000. Link summon one more time. Gilgamesh. Teller's effect. Don't activate that. Don't activate Maxi. Send out Necro Slime. Alright, so we're ready for the combo. So as you guys know, this combo can get you the 3 Doom Kings from the extra deck, or it can get you the Caesar and Siegfried combo. Let's get rid of Copernicus because we don't really need that. Activate Necro Slime. Let's get rid of Gilgamesh. Summon you. Activate High King. Target either Wave King or Teller King. Doesn't really matter because you're going to be summoning both of them anyway. And yes, there are other ways you can do this combo, but I'm just doing it this way in case I have to pivot into one or the other of summoning the Doom Kings or a version of the Caesar Siegfried combo. Okay, that's that. Then I'm going to use Orthros' effect. Target Wave King, and then target Orthros. Destroy both. Don't activate Gengish's effect. Activate Caesar. Caesar now activates, gets a Swamp King. Swamp King gets played to the field. Next up, we activate Swamp. Swamp then summons another Flame King. Let's get rid of you and get rid of, might as well. Summon you. Next up, activate Tails effect, which sends. This is why I wanted 2 of the patent license in case I wanted to have one in the hand and activate the effect. That would have been really awesome. I sent this to the graveyard, activate the graveyard effect, allowing me to target my Orthoros. And then just in case they somehow have to toggle off and they have Nibiru in hand and are waiting for me to finish my combo, I'm going to summon High King Caesar first before anything else. Summon that. Next up, Abyss King activates, targeting Griffin. Griffin is summoned. I take 1,000 life points. Then Orpheus is... Actually, Griffin activates first. Which lets me then activate Orpheus second. So they can negate the Griffin, which is nice. Resolves. Orpheus gets summoned. Next up, from my hand, I am going to add Headhunt. Next up, we're going to Fusion Synchro Summon. Curse King Siegfried. I usually don't want to summon anything in front of the other Link extra monster zone, just in case it's one of those bullshit effects like that Relinquish that takes the monster there. But sometimes you can't really help that, so it is what it is. And then I'm gonna use High King Gengish as an overlay unit. The reason why I do that and not is because I want Gilgamesh to be destroyed so I can summon whatever it is that I need. And the reason why I have these 2 guys, Siegfried and Caesar, in attack mode instead of defense mode, is what are the odds that in the current meta people have things like Raigeki and Lightning Storm or whatever. I mean, the likelihood is that they're not really going to have them. Oh my god, as I say that, here we go. Destroy all spell and traps on the field. Interesting choice. Okay, you know what? I'll give him that. That was smart. He might have something for the monsters. I'm going to negate it. If this person is smart, they would have baited me to activate the effect of my Siegfried and watch them have something else right now. Of course, as soon as I say that, what are the chances they have that? Here we are, right? It's like the universe wants to prove me wrong for things that I think are calculable. Ooh, Metaion. Saphion. At the end of the battle phase, shuffle all spell and trap cards your opponent controls into the deck. That's fine. I don't really mind. You're going to attack that. I'm going to use my Headhunt to take your monster. I'm going to take 2,000 life points, but that's okay. I wonder if they had anything in the hand that could force me to bait their cards. Does he have anything he can put face down, or are they all going into the graveyard? He does have something. Okay. And a turn. Discard. What do you discard? More Time Lords. Okay. If you're going to use Time Lords, you have to go about it in a very slow way. And there we go. And it's 2:30, so that means I am out for the day. I need to go out. I need to get some sun. I need to do my daily routines because I'm technically on this mini vacation right now, but I still want to try and do my normal stuff. Here's the deck, the way it currently is, the way we're ending it. We have Lamia back. I'm not too happy about it. I might just get rid of it again, but I'm definitely going to have the Ghost Bow and Haunted Mansion to counter the Bestials. And of course, we're going to have the triple Ash Blossom and Maxi because we need them. Typhon because, you know, we still need them for the basic combos that we run. Pure Erase Map has two, you know, one card starters essentially. If they don't get negated, we of course have the Impermanence, the Called By, and of course we're going to throw in the Eternal Darkness and Headhunt. Extra deck is pretty straightforward. I think I would probably get rid of Super Doom King Purple Armageddon and throw in another King Gilgamesh. I may even get rid of Dual Donkey Kali Yuga because I haven't played him in the last 20 duels or so. Like in an actual serious game. I played him just for lulz, but then I don't want to have a deck that's just for lulz, especially if I'm trying to get into the high elo. I might throw in, like I said, another Gilgamesh, or maybe throw in another High King Gengish, just so that I can, you know, summon Doom King Dark Armageddon the right way. Once we get DDDD, Super Dimensional Sovereign Emperor Zero Paradox, I'm definitely going to add him to the deck. They're probably going to make him an SR card because, you know, we already have so many UR cards for the deck. They're all in the extra deck actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's not so bad for DDD. But anyway, that's really it for now. I want to thank you guys so much for being on the stream, whatever timing that you guys could have provided to me. It really means a lot. Again, memberships are up, so just check those out. The DD and DDD levels. I'm going to try messing around with and being more descriptive and find a way to better, you know, provide that stuff for you guys. But if anyone can and is able to join the D level, which is just 99 cents, once we get 20, we can have tournaments monthly and use the costs that for the members for the D level membership in order to do monthly tournaments that have a price of 1,400 gems and also the ability of having a better a better limited and banned list. If you guys are interested in something like that, please just join, or, you know, just feel free to support the channel any which way you can. If you can financially support the channel, that is perfectly okay. I'm not asking you to get that extra, get that extra dough in there. But, you know, as always, just like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. If you guys want more of these types of live streams and want me to schedule them out better, and then, you know, just kind of figure out when more people can join, please let me know, and then we'll go from there. Again, thank you guys so much and have a great day.